First, I want to start off by saying if you get disgusted by topics, well, everyone's gonna be disgusted. This video is gonna contain topics of like harassment, abuse, sexual abuse, um, just a lot of disgusting shit. If you have problems with self harm, you should call self harm hotline. Um, yeah. Anyways, okay, so uh, Sad Bear is a indie artist who is around 26, who likes to go around and talk to e-girls, kidnaps 16-year-olds, and rapes them. He also likes to get sexual with 17-year-olds, knowing that that is illegal. I would like to tell the story of my friend who was emotionally and mentally abused by Sad Bear. Sad Bear being 26, or around the time, I believe he was 22, there was a girl who joined his live. She was named, we'll just name her Batman, whatever, fuck it. So, Batman was, around 16 at the time. She was on his live, and I believe they started talking. This was in Indiana, but they started talking a whole lot more, and at the time, she had told him that she was around. Yeah, I think she had told him she was 16. Sorry, I'm a little jumpy, but she had told him she was 16. She, I believe, had said she wanted to run away from home because she was sad. I'm gonna put your perspective. When when your mom gets pissed at you or something, and you feel like you have an intrusive thought of running away. Well, I guess she actually tried to run away. She got her birth certificate and stuff and ran away from home. Um, I believe this was in California, which the age of consent is 18. Sad Bear, being 22, picked her up from her place, put her in a hotel, and had sexual intercourse with her. Um, and her being a runaway, she couldn't go anywhere. She stayed there. She couldn't do anything else. She just had to stay there where she was at Sad Bear's house with his parents and other people knowing she was around 16 at the time. This is kidnapping. This is borderline kidnapping. He had kidnapped that girl, and it being in Cali, she could not consent to any kind of sexual intercourse, therefore being statutory rape. There's also many screenshots, and I'll have to make a Dropbox, but there's multiple screenshots of Sad Bear feeding her drugs and alcohol. He even lied in a video and said they got together in about 2020, 2022, and they only dated for 3 years, but there's obviously pictures of them together in 2021. He also claims that she wrote notes about him and poems about him, whatever the fuck. I mean, yeah, bro, it was in like 2024. That is old stuff. But the fact that you lured her to a hotel and admitted to kidnapping her and admitted to doing sexual activity with her and admitted to knowing that she was 15 at the time, 16 at the time is horrible. The victim had to live in his house, and she said that Sad Bear would get mad at her and tell her to like block, like she couldn't talk to guys. He said that he was abusive mentally and physically. He would like hit her. She spoke about a time that she got into a safe and Sad Bear had beaten her. Um, I I think this is very disturbing. I can't verify if the information is true, but on the track record of everything Batman's telling me versus everything he's telling me, it looks to be more true than false, telling that Sad Bear likes to lie about things being 26. Another thing I'd like to talk about is Jordan. Jordan was my Jordan was is my ex girlfriend. She was dating Sad Bear. Sad Bear. At the time, she lied about her age, right? She said she was 18. Sad Bear thought she was 18. Well, they had been talking for a year, so her lying about her age, saying she was 17, she would actually been 16. It was a year. So she was saying she was a year ahead. Well, he wrote a song about her called Come For Me a year ago. At the time of the age, she would have been 17 or thought to have been 17 when he was still talking to her. So that excuse of she lied about her age didn't work because he literally, he thought she was a kid. He admitted to doing very sexual acts. I talked to Jordan, and they spoke about a nut video, him sending her a nut video, and him jerking off on call with her. This is Also, I mean, I can't prove it, but this is multiple. Like, this is multiple people have said he does like do very sexual things. As yeah, he's a very sexual guy. He likes being sexual with minors. Another person who I'd like to talk about is actually I'll get to that one last. There is a server actually, and there is a 12-year-old that he has never said anything sexual to, but he is still talking to. Well, I don't know if he's still talking to her, but basically, we had witness count that he had a Minecraft server, and Zoe said, or not Zoe, Batman said this too. Fuck. Batman said that he had put a bunch of minors inside the server. He would reach out and ask a bunch of minors, little boys and little girls, to join the server. On account of Batman, she said that he is a homosexual. He has dildos in his house that he rides on. He's fucking Discord Diddy. But yeah, bro. So the argument if he talks to little boys too versus little girls, I mean, it's still a lot of kids. 37 minors in your server is heinous. That is weird. And the way he just talks to people is just weird. Um, I want to talk about another person. I'll just say her name. It is Pillow. At the time, she was 17 talking to Sad Bear. Now, Pillow has a pass, so I can't. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. There's just not. I don't know. But with her being her, that I. But anyways, Sad Bear. Knowing her age, she was 17. There is state law in Texas saying they cannot be sexual because of a 3-year age difference. She could consent to being in a relationship with a 26-year-old, but anything sexual would not be prohibited. It's not allowed. Um, Sad Bear, Sad Bear, Sad Bear. He had made her lie on her Spotify and told her to take off her age to 17. He had told her if he told anyone they got sexual, he would kill himself multiple times. Um, and there is multiple messages of him saying just extremely sexual stuff, knowing her age and knowing what that is illegal, and I could have his ass arrested for that. Um, yeah, I think that's it. We need to keep this guy away from children. It's been 3 kids. One of them is emotionally broken, and I would just like to. I mean, if anyone could like, I'm not saying harass her, but like maybe be friends with her. Just talk to her. I'll have something about her inside the Dropbox. I'll have her clips of her talking. But if anybody could just be like nice to her, like anything like that, that would be very much appreciated. If you are a fan of Sad Bear, I'm sorry. If you still run with Sad Bear, I will politely tell you to end your life because he is Discord Epstein, and to address his whole document on me. First of all, I'm just gonna speed run through it because I don't really give a fuck. All of this shit's boof. He's saying that I sexually assaulted someone on a VC because they said I did. That just doesn't make sense. He's saying I harassed a girl who I was friends with at the time, which it low key was harassment, but there was no conversation of hey stop or anything like that. It wasn't anything like sexual, I would say, but I don't know. It is what it was, but that was really old, and me and that person are cool now. Next thing I want to talk about is Jordy, who was my ex girlfriend. He had a picture of me on my knees begging her, or with my hands together, because she said that I don't know, she was making me beg for something, bro. That's between me and her. That's between me and her. Um, what's next? Bella? Yeah, bro. I'm not gay. I liked a girl named Bella. I was low key obsessing over her because I thought she was bad as fuck. That I don't see anything weird with that. Um, I'm probably missing something, but if I am, just put it in a comment section or DM me or something like that, and I'll be sure to address it because that whole thing is bullshit. And I even said he would do that, is trying to make me look worse. I'll put a Dropbox with all the information, and thank you for listening. If you have anything else you'd like to record about Discord Diddy, Discord Epstein, please let me know. I love you all. Uh, bye.